offensive work here, and he bashes himself in the chest and in the face.
With 271 wins in 323 fights, Rodtang Jitmuangnon is already a combat sports legend at 26 years old.
Distance and he's landing.
A Muay Thai phenom known for his explosive fighting style and incredible knockout power,
Wilson now to knees, and Rodtang just ragdolls him.
Rodtang has made fight fans fall in love with him in a very short amount of time.
Come on, is that all you've got?
And why not? He is violence personified.
Beautiful evasion there from Rodtang.
Here are Rodtang's most iconic performances. Humble beginnings. Born and raised in Phatthalung, Thailand, Tinakorn Siraswat, who goes by the ring name of Rodtang Jitmuangnon, started fighting at the age of 8 to help his family of 12 financially. Giving up was not an option, so the 8-year-old developed an unbreakable will and work ethic at a young age, and that eventually became one of Rodtang's biggest assets in his athletic career in the years to come. While his friends played with their toys, Rodtang played the game of life and death inside the ring, where only the fittest survive. Rodtang wasn't just the fittest, he was a gifted prospect who turned into a Muay Thai legend within a few years of taking up the sport. And today, he is the scariest fighter on the planet. Early Muay Thai victories. Although Rodtang rose to the heights of fame after joining one championship, his career prior to that was full of sensational knockouts and victories. This man is an absolute tank. He literally takes massive shots on his chin and keeps coming forward, firing off thudding punches, elbows, and kicks, which he put on display in one of his earlier Muay Thai fights in 2016 against a dude called Dagestani. Now, against Yang Ming in 2017, Rodtang produced one of his most impressive performances in the ring, finishing him with brutal body shots. A few fights after stopping Yang Ming, Rodtang starched his compatriot Sok Chae Noi with a crushing left hook in late 2017. A shining debut against Sergio Wilson. In 2018, Rodtang signed with one championship and made his debut against Sergio Wilson in a flyweight non-title fight. Wilson came out with guns blazing. In the second minute of round 1, Rodtang started letting his hands go. Early in the third minute, Rodtang rocked him and then dropped him with a left hook. Rodtang's power, fight IQ, and unbreakable chin were apparent in his first promotional appearance. For the remainder of the round, Wilson was on the back foot. The second round kicked off with some fiery exchanges.
They want to go toe-to-toe now.
Rodtang started to take over as the round progressed.
A front kick to the midsection. A front side kick to the midsection from Rodtang. Again with the power-laden left hand. There's the hook. Smack bang.
Round 3 was all Rodtang, as well as he brutalized and exhausted Wilson. At the end of 3 rounds, the Muay Thai legend was declared the winner by a comfortable decision.
How many shots to the body has he taken from those kicks? There's one to the liver.
Leg Kicks Galore versus Sok Thai. After securing a couple more victories and one championship, Rodtang produced leg kicks galore against Cambodia's Sok Thai at 1 Warriors of Light in the summer of 2019.
Slow motion replays on those kicks of Rodtang. Those are coming with some serious speed.
Rodtang's plan was clear as day as he punished his foe with big punches and stinging low kicks in the first round. In the second minute, Rodtang started to let his hands do the talking. Sok Thai landed a nice right hand, but Rodtang was unfazed. Rodtang continued to do damage with leg kicks. Sok Thai was already limping at the start of the second round, and the Iron Man showed no mercy and continued to chop the Cambodian's legs down like timber.
to send a message to his opponent. Meanwhile, right and left.
It was simply too much for Saktai, who was stopped halfway through the second round.
He's still in it. He's not backing down. He's not going anywhere.
Left hook to the body. The 3 has come down.
War with Jonathan Hagerty. 3 months later, Rodtang challenged champion Jonathan Hagerty for the Muay Thai flyweight world title. As expected, it was a very tough fight for Rodtang, who faced a lot of adversity against his lanky opponent early on. Hagerty's big frame and push kicks gave the Thai sensation a lot of problems. Each time Rodtang advanced into the pocket, Hagerty landed kicks to keep the challenger at bay. Midway through their title fight, the Tank upped the ante and fired off a few big shots to turn the tide in his favor. In rounds 4 and 5, Rodtang damaged Hagerty with violent boxing combinations and stinging kicks. After 5 rounds of back and forth action, the Thai star was declared the winner by a unanimous decision. A fight like that deserved a rematch. So one championship booked the two once more at One A New Tomorrow in January 2020. The rematch. Having already faced Hagerty before, Rodtang was better prepared for their second fight, and he decimated the Englishman with his aggression and power. Rodtang came in hot, landing big shots and dropping Hagerty early in the first round with a powerful liver shot. Hagerty survived, but spent the rest of the first round on the back foot, with Rodtang marching forward like a tank packed with explosives. Rodtang kept his foot on the gas in the second round as well. The Thai star turned up the heat in the third round, and his output was just too much for the Brit to handle. Ultimately, Rodtang won the fight by TKO after dropping Hagerty multiple times in the third frame.
22-year-old, and now you see Rodtang saying, a jumping knee doesn't get through. Here comes Rodtang, the power, the power, the power.
Tagir Khalilov. After an unblemished run in Muay Thai and one championship, Rodtang made his kickboxing debut in the promotion against Dagestan's Tagir Khalilov. In typical fashion, Rodtang marched forward with zero regard for defense and 100% focus on attack. Khalilov stood his ground and fired back with vicious combos that landed clean on Rodtang's defenseless head. Their fiery exchanges continued in round 2. In the third round, Tagir sent the crowd into a frenzy by first landing a spinning back fist, and then firing off an excellent combo, but Rodtang took the shots and taunted his opponent as if they were only kisses. In the final seconds of the fight, Rodtang continued to pressure Khalilov and tagged him with lefts and rights. After 3 rounds of war, Rodtang was declared the winner by a closely contested split decision. Fight of the Year versus Daniel Williams. A few months later, Rodtang produced a Fight of the Year against Australia's Daniel Williams in their catchweight Muay Thai bout. Interestingly, Williams was the aggressor early on and had a pretty good first round. Rodtang had a quiet first round, but he bounced back in his usual form in the second. The Thai star upped the ante and dropped Williams in the second. From there on, he was in cruise control as soon as Williams got back to his feet. Rodtang cracked him with some big elbows, and then with punches and bunches. By the end of the second round, Williams was bruised and bloodied up. Williams came out strong in the third frame, attacking his opponent with a flying tomahawk elbow. The back and forth continued until the final bell. Once the final bell sounded, the two embraced each other in a massive show of respect. Rodtang was declared the winner by a unanimous decision.
Rodtang Jitmuangnon.
Demetrious Johnson, mixed rules fight. Following a couple of successful kickboxing and Muay Thai outings, Rodtang star power rose incredibly, and one championship decided to match him up against the GOAT of fun-sized divisions, Demetrious Johnson. It was a special rules bout between the two very special athletes. The 4-round flyweight fight alternated between one Muay Thai rules and the global rule set for MMA. The first round was Muay Thai, and as expected, Rodtang came out swinging for the fences. Rodtang fought in the pocket throughout, touching Johnson with brutal leg kicks and testing the MMA legend's chin with some powerful punches. Mighty Mouse withstood the onslaught and even landed a huge right hand in the dying moments of the first round that Rodtang ate like breakfast. In the second round, which was fought under MMA rules, Johnson pushed the pace. Later in the first minute, DJ ducked under a punt and easily took Rodtang's back. For a minute, DJ threatened Rodtang with a rear naked choke. The Iron Man showed resilience, but ultimately Johnson managed to wrap his arms around Rodtang's neck and put him to sleep since the Thai superstar wouldn't tap. Jacob Smith. Rodtang returned to winning ways at 157, where he met Jacob Smith in the one flyweight Muay Thai World Grand Prix quarterfinals. Rodtang was simply on another level compared to his opponent, and he put on a striking clinic that night. The Tank punished Smith with every strike in the Muay Thai handbook. Smith was resilient, but Rodtang was too sharp and powerful throughout the fight.
There it is again.
And he won the fight by a comfortable, unanimous decision. After beating his opponent into a pulp, Rodtang displayed a massive show of respect. That's Rodtang in a nutshell, a kind-hearted warrior who turns into a maniac when the bell sounds. He is truly an icon.